Welcome to the Fuhrman Nature Center. My name is Trevor.
My name is Christy, and this is our friend Travan.
Here at the Fuhrman Nature Center, we have a wide variety of animals. This animal is a tiger salamander. His name is Sanford. He is super duper cool, and he's also very slimy and very wiggly. But to hold him, you hold him like a TV remote, just as if you were changing a channel, except you don't push any buttons. You also need a helper to spray with a water bottle, so that way his skin can stay moist because he is an indicator species. So, like I said, you hold him like this, just like a TV remote. So, now, our volunteer is going to hold him after he sprays some water in his hands. Here at the Fuhrman Nature Center, when you're teaching with animals, you need to use a quiet voice, but not too quiet of a voice to where you can't hear. Also, when teaching with snakes, you need to use the belt technique, like this.
Hey guys, whoa, Trevor, keep your clothes on there. Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just teaching them the belt technique and the two-finger touch method.
For what?
For when presenting with snakes.
Oh, how does this go? How does this work? Tell me.
Well, you hold the head, just as this is,
Okay.
to right here,
Okay.
and the tail out. And then
Okay.
when you're ready to two-finger touch them, you get your audience to use two-finger
Oh.
touches and use like that.
Yes, very simple and sounds very safe, keeping the head near you. I learned something.
Hey guys, I'm Christy, and this is Sandy, and I'm here to talk about why it's important to give your animals that you're teaching with a name. I feel like it's important because it develops a relationship and connection between the animal and the students, and they'll get the story better and kind of get what you're teaching a little bit better.
Next, we're going to talk about teaching with turtles and how to hold them. So when you're holding a turtle, you want to use what we call the hamburger method, where you take 2 to 3 fingers to the bottom of her shell, and then your 2 thumbs on top, kind of like you're eating a hamburger. And as you can see, someone did not use this technique properly, as they did take a bite of her. Now she is missing a leg. I'm just kidding. She was involved in an accident. Which is why we use these animals to teach, to help educate others on what they can do to protect these animals and what to do if accidents such as hers do occur.
The next thing we're going to talk about is the choice of words. So I'm going to ask Trevor to touch Sandy with his 2 fingers instead of pet her, because she's not a pet, she's a wild animal. One important thing to remember when handling an animal is to stay crouched close to the ground. This kind of helps you be more comfortable and the animal a little more comfortable. Another thing to remember when talking about their enclosure is you want to use happy words like hotel or enclosure and not sad words like cage.
Sometimes when you're teaching with animals, we have unexpected moments that we call teachable moments. These are great times when the animals do things that you didn't plan for, such as using the bathroom or scratching you, things of that manner. These are great times to teach your audience about just the natural order of things, the way these animals react, and that they are living animals, not just teaching tools.
Turn down for what? Turn down that noise to reduce distractions. When you're teaching, teach in a half-moon environment. This makes the star in the middle and the audience the moon.
Why do you look like that?
Yeah, why are you smiling so much?
I'm happy because I get to entertain y'all. And it's important for future teachers to have a positive body language. When teaching with animals, you need to be caring for your audience. This is what you don't do. When teaching with animals, this is what you're supposed to do. Tell your audience that if they're scared, to sit on their hands. So that way, you know not to bring the animal near them.
And now, our feature presentation.
Oh man, I could really go for some queso right now.
Oh my gosh, we should go to my favorite Mexican restaurant, A Casa. I love it so much that I actually made an A Casa model to teach my students about awareness to action. So, like I said before, I like to use the A Casa model to show students how to go from awareness to action. So first, awareness. Awareness is your problem. So I'm going to go from awareness to knowledge. And knowledge is like facts. Then we're going to go from knowledge to attitude. Which is like, kind of like naming the animal or telling a story to get the kids' emotions involved. So I'm going to put emotions. So from attitude and emotions, we're going to go to skills, which is like what you can do for the animal or what you can do to help solve your problem up here. So skills is what I can do. We're going to go from skills to action. Action is like a commitment of what you're actually going to do to help solve the problem up here. So I'm going to put commitment. And we're going to go back from action to the problem. And we call this the A Casa model because in Spanish, casa means house. And with this model, we have a house. So it's important when you're evaluating your students after your lesson to see if they really get the point. You can do this in really creative ways. For example, you can ask your students to make a song about the lesson or ask them to do before and after pictures.
Imagination.
Here's an example of one of our evaluations that a participant drew for us. In the before picture, you see a mean snake with the word mean next to it, as well as hiss, as well as a frowny face and mad eyebrows. But in the after picture, you see a happy snake with a happy face and a top hat.
Wow.
So that prejudgment is history. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and we hope you enjoy your time here at the Fuhrman Nature Center. Now go change lives and go dogs!